When COVID-19 spread globally last year, the panic is extremely felt, not just on mainstream media but also on social media. Stories about how the virus spread and how it affected millions of lives globally are all over the news, not just in the Philippines but also in other countries. But aside from the coronavirus pandemic itself, the World Health Organization stated that there is another problem, and that is the so-called the infodemic. Since the term is new, people are asking, what is infodemic? And what are the dangers it brings to the public?
We're not just fighting an epidemic, we're fighting an infodemic. Fake news spreads faster and more easily than this virus and is just as dangerous.
This quote of the Director General of World Health Organization was shared across social media sites. Infodemic is a combination of the words information and pandemic. According to the situational report of World Health Organization last 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has been accompanied by a huge infodemic globally. They define infodemic as an overabundance of accurate and inaccurate information that affect the public's trust on reliable sources. The organization also said that the infodemic is caused by the people who are panicking and desperate to look for solution. Because of this, reliable sources are drowned easily, which also made the rumors spread like a wildfire. As news stories and social media posts spread faster than the virus in the digital age, misinformation can gravely affect our lives, from our mental health to physical health. Also, with overabundance of information, people are easily confused on what is reliable and not. WHO also warns that if this phenomenon continues, the panic and stigma related to COVID-19 may get worse over time. One example of misinformation about COVID-19 is this video shared by thousands of people on Facebook.
For the deadly coronavirus. The university has been asked by the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations to develop a vaccine using UQ's recently developed rapid response technology.
When this so-called news broke out, panic buying of bananas in the markets were reported. Later on, Rappler published an article fact-checking the said video. They found out that the clip was a combination of two different news about Australia's ongoing study on possible COVID vaccine, and the parts showing banana as quote-unquote proven cure were edited. There is no approved COVID-19 cure yet. Reuters Institute in Oxford University also conducted a study involving COVID-19 related stories around the world. According to the research, out of 225 stories about the coronavirus, 59% of them are reconfigured or with reframed facts, while the other 38% are purely fabricated. They also said that the mainstream media is not exempted on sharing misinformation. Some of their samples were reported in television news and press conferences. The World Health Organization suggests 5 civil actions to combat infodemic and misinformation. Number 1. Look for facts and evidence. WHO encourages the public to be critical on COVID-19 news stories. Number 2. Choose carefully. With one click of the share and like button comes a responsibility. Number 3. Be cautious. Always remember that sharing misinformation can cause a grave danger to anyone who might read it. Number 4. Be a good example. Help others to fact-check sources and debunk COVID-19 myths with verified facts. And also, you can call out people who share misinformation online. Number 5. Spend less time online. WHO suggests that we should only set schedules on using social media. They said that we should focus on physical and mental health wellness in time of pandemic. We should not forget that whatever we post online can affect others. Always remember to be careful on sharing posts and always practice fact-checking. Challenging times like what we are experiencing right now may cause panic and confusion to anyone, but we should always remain vigilant. I am Mrs. Chada, and thank you for discussing Infodemic in time of COVID-19 pandemic with me.